when should you take Social Security? At 62 when you're first eligible, 65, 67 when you reach full retirement age, or should you wait until you're 70 when you get an additional 24%? Guys, like so many things in personal finance, that decision is just that, personal. There are a whole lot of factors that go into it. But today, I'm going to show you how to calculate one factor that you can use to make that decision, and that's the break-even point. That point where deferring to a later date actually starts to exceed, on a cumulative basis, the amount taken at 62. Hey guys, welcome back to Old Guy Talks Money. Thanks for watching today. If you've been enjoying the content, please hit that like, subscribe, share button. It will help me grow the channel. So if you've seen some of my content, watched other people's content, the decision about when to take Social Security is a very, very popular subject. A lot of people expressing opinions, whole 9 yards. And y'all, just like I said in the intro, it's just a personal decision. There is no right answer that can be used across the board. There's a right answer for you. And honestly, probably would not have made this video except for this. You know, I like this space. I'm interested in personal finance. I consume a whole lot of content. And so one afternoon I was watching a video that said, how do you calculate your Social Security break even? Now, I had recently done it. Now, I thought, well, I'm going to watch and see what they did, because, you know, one of the things I'm afraid of when I make these videos is I say something stupid. I make an error and I'm giving information that's bad. I watched the video and I went, holy crap, I have done my calculation wrong, because the guy doing the video is like a certified financial planner. I mean, he's got initials behind his name. Now, I'm a CPA, but he's in this space. And obviously they have an office, because there's like 4 locations listed, and my heart sunk because I thought, I have put this out there and I am wrong. So I kept watching, and as I watched it, I thought, wait a minute. No. That doesn't make sense to me. So I did his math, and I was like, well, is math math? So what am I doing wrong? So I pulled up my spreadsheet and I went through it, and I was like, still don't understand what's going on. And then it dawned on me what they were doing. Now, not to trying to dog these guys out, but I am going to show you about 2 minutes of this video, because I want you to see why it's so important. And when you're consuming this content, you're listening to people, when you're listening to me, don't just take what I say at face value. Take it, become informed, and then go do some additional research. Gut check what I say against what other people says. Sorry. Okay, so let's watch a little bit of this video. Again, not trying to dog them out, but it does illustrate, you know, that this video, at the time I watched it, had 10,000 views. Guy in a suit and a tie, you know, representing a business, and I think they're just wrong. So let's watch this.
Start with a full retirement age of 67 for this example, and they have $2,000 is what their FRA number is. Okay, so if we back it up to age 62, that means that from 62 to full retirement age, those 5 years, you gain about 6% a year with your Social Security. So we have to back out 6%. So we start at 2,000, we back out 6% a year, 30%. That means that we're gonna get about 70% of our FRA amount, which happens to be about $1,400 a month. That's about $16,800 a year. Now, if we made $16,800 a year for about 20 years, we'd have a total of $336,000. Okay, let's go to, say, if we started at age 67. That's our $2,000 a month, $24,000 a year. We do that for about 14 years. That means that we'll get our $336,000 of cumulative benefits, and that break-even point is about age 81. So 14 years plus 67 when we started. Now the last one is, let's say we waited till we were 70. We're going to get, from a full retirement age to age 70, your Social Security goes up about 8% a year. So now your $2,000 benefit at 67 potentially could become $2,480 a month. That comes out to be just shy of $30,000 a year. It's $29,760. So if you're making that starting at age 70 for the next 11 years roughly, you'll get to that $336,000 cumulative benefit.
Okay, so again, I see what he did, but so what they did was they said, okay, you make X number of dollars a month for 20 years. That was 336,000 and some change. All right, at 67, you make another number. How many years at that rate do you have to collect it to equal it? And it was 14 years. That's not the break even point. The break even point is when you start collecting at 62 and it crosses over at 67. In other words, you cumulatively start collecting more. So let me show you the spreadsheet, okay? All right, guys, so here's the spreadsheet. And the way I've designed this is put in your Social Security at full retirement age. It calculates your 62 amount, which is 70%. And then by going on to ssa.gov, you can actually get it at 65. And then I'm using the ratio from my personal to force this number, okay? All right, so these numbers, all these numbers you can get from the Social Security Administration, okay? ssa.gov. All right, so in his example, start taking it at 62. Let me do it over here so I can use my mouth to highlight. And they went 20 years, $336,000. That's that right there. Okay. All right. And then they came over here and they said if you went down here to 81, that number equals. Here's the problem with what they've done. You're not comparing apples to apples. The first person that took it at 62, they earned it for 20 years. The second person only earned it for 14. What this shows is that cumulatively, in this column right here is 65, you actually start breaking even between 62 and 65 at roughly 77 years old. And then between 62 and 67, it's actually 78. And you can see that by the time they said, roughly 81, by taking it at 67, you actually collect $24,000 more. Let me move that mouse than you would have at 62. And then if you go out the full 30 years, waiting till 65 is an additional 61,000, almost 62,000, and waiting till 67 is another 103,000. Okay. Again, I'm not trying to dog these guys out. Honestly, I thought I had done something wrong till I went back and figured out what their math was. And I think I understand what they were trying to do, but I don't think they were looking at it the way that we need to look at it. Is what point in time do I actually cumulatively have collected more? So real quick, wanted to share with you how you do it. I will say this. I don't know the rules yet about YouTube and me saying, give me a comment with your email. I don't know if they like that. I don't know if they like us collecting emails. I know it can be done, but I don't know if there's disclaimers that have to be made or what the purpose is going to be used for or whatever. So let me say this. If y'all want this spreadsheet, send me an email to oldguytalksmoney@gmail.com. Just send me an email and say, hey, shoot me the spreadsheet. I'll shoot it to you. I will tell you I have not idiot proofed it. I haven't locked anything down or anything. You can actually go in and edit it, change it, do whatever you wanted to it. I just, this was for my purposes. But if you do get the email and you get the Excel file, that's the number you put in. Full retirement age benefit. And again, you can get that from ssa.gov. So real quick video today. Thought it was a useful thing to share. Again, if you want the file, send me an email to oldguytalksmoney. So thanks for watching. Again, I hope you found the video a little educational, a little informational, a little entertaining, and I will see you in the future. Oh, and by the way, hit that like and subscribe. It will help me grow the channel. Thanks, guys.